हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेरी गुड इवनिंग। सो आपका पुराना मित्र here, Ashwini Gupta. So in the last video what we have discussed about the process of submitting the demo video at Byjus platform for the different categories, like an example academic specialist, like an example senior academic specialist, relevant to your core subject, right? Now in this video what we are going to discuss is about what will happen once your demo video has been shortlisted. Okay, so once your demo video will be shortlisted, in that case what will happen, you will get a confirmation mail from Byjus that your video has been shortlisted and the final round interview, or the Zoom interview, is being scheduled. So there will be a mail for the confirmation, and there will be the calls from the HR side that the tentative date will be informed to you, right? And they will allot some topics. Suppose you have chosen for science stream, like a part-time academic specialist for part-time in science, then they will give you for 12 topics, I think 4 from physics, 4 from chemistry, and 4 from biology, right? Like an example, gravitation was there, non-metals and metals were there, periodic table were there, classification of elements, transpiration, reproduction in animals, right, cell structure and motion, these kind of such topics. And if you are looking for, if you have applied for math tutor, so you will get about 7 topics, right? Suppose as an example, I got 7 topics in maths and 12 topic in science. So I have decided to go with math topic, and once the interview is scheduled, now one thing that the Byjus HR has a good thing, that is what, if you are not comfortable with particular date, suppose they have informed you that your information interview is going to be scheduled at this date, so you can tell them that if you are not available at that day, so they will postpone your interview. They are not going to reject your letter, this request letter, but they consider your priorities, they consider your unavailability, and they postpone the interview. As in my case, I got the call before 20th of January, but I told them that I'm not able to attend that interview at 25th of Jan. So they scheduled this interview, and I made a call him, or they revert back to me at on 3rd of Feb. And then they asked, and then they proposed that 9th of Feb will be your interview. So it is a good thing about their team. That is a great thing, right? Now, on the day of interview, they will provide you before one day they will provide you a Zoom link, right? You have to go through that Zoom link. Please take care of that. You should be present in the front of camera. Like an example, I am being in front of you. You are not allowed to move like this one, right? You must have to be present throughout the interview session in the front of camera. Okay, now the interview is divided into the 3 parts. First of all, HR will ask some normal question as a HR interview. In general, what we say, like an example, what is your name, please. First question was the introduce yourself, right? So I have introduced myself, my education qualification, my hobbies. Then she asked me that what do you understand by this role, academic specialist, right? So what you have to do is, please take care of that. You have to answer in such a manner that this kind of interview or your personality is going to be beneficial for their organization as well as for your growth. So do not be need to be biased from your side, or biased totally you are saying about the that organization. But yes, you have to maintain both things. As an academic specialist, when it was asked me, then I have told them about this, that as an academic specialist the roles and responsibilities are this one, that to motivate the students, because online education system, it is quite difficult as compared to offline, to engage the student throughout the session. So this thing you have to care about this. After that, she asked me about what is online education and what is offline education. Why do you want to join Byjus? This is a common question that every HR recruiter asks oftenly. that why the company hire you, right? Why do you want to join? So you have to give those answers. So once the first level of the interviews has been done, and after that she will ask you to give a live demo on the relevant topic. You can choose about in that mail what you have got. So you have to give the demo, and please remember here again that you need not to make some kind of do perception in your mind that okay, it will be of 3 or 4 minutes. No, you have to prepare the content in such a manner that if the HR is not interrupting you, then you can continue for 10 minutes, 15 minutes as per of but you should have such kind of content, right? It does not like that after 5 minutes I'm standing here, okay, now the HR will ask some question. No, HR will interrupt you. You have to give your demo. During the demonstration, after a certain period of time, HR will interrupt you that okay, fine, now coming to the Q&A. Q&A means question and answer round. This is the third stage. Okay, so you have to be prepared with such kind of concept that you can deliver the demonstration for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right? This content you should have at least, and be confident. Do not worry about this. The HRs are very cooperative. They are very good. You feel you think that you feel some nervous, but once you will start your demo, believe me, your nervousness has gone. HRs are so cooperative, they do not interrupt you, whatever you have taught them, right? And the end of session, when the demo has been done or when the HR has told you that okay, fine, then they will ask you certain question. Like an example, I'm just going to share my experience with my HR, what kind of question they have asked me, right? So I have given the demo on the topic that is probability. The probability is one of the easiest, but yes, it is one of the toughest topic in the mathematics, depending upon the standard, at what level we are discussing about the probability. So I have done all the demonstration. Now the question, what are the questions that were asked? So the first question that was asked with me, it was, once I have done my demo. So the first question that she has asked me about the probability, that what is complementary probability, complement of probability, complement of probability. This was the first question that was asked with me. That is basically P E bar. If you know that the probability is what, it's a chance of any event to be happen. So the complement of the probability or complementary probability, you can say, that is the chance of not going to happen that thing. The second question was here, what is a sample space? What is a sample space, right? So I have given the answer that the total number of events, the total number of happening, that is called sample space. Now the third question that was asked with the probability, what will be the probability, maximum probability? What can be the maximum probability? So I have told him that is her, that is 1. Okay. So this is what the thing, the event is certain, that is why the probability is 1, and the event those are impossible, the probability will be 0, right? Such kind of questions has been asked. And one question was again, it was numerically derived, that was, if the probability of anything is 0.95, so what is the probability of that thing not to happen? So I told him that PE bar is equal to 1 minus PE. I solved it, 1 minus 0.95, and got the result 0.05. These were the certain questions related to the topic probability. They did not stop here. Basically, they put and more questions. A lot of questions were there. Okay. Again, she asked me another question that was related to basically number system. The question was the rational number, about the rational number. If a rational number is in the form of P by Q, so here we know that it is said that P and Q are the integers, and Q is not equal to 0. So she asked me about this one. Why Q cannot be 0 for the rational number to be happen? Then I told her that if Q will be 0, then such kind of fraction will not exist, because in mathematics we have learned any denominator cannot 0. If this will be 0, this will be undefined, right? This will be undefined, or in general we say that infinity. Another question, again she asked me about the different topics. Like an example, she asked me from the triangle that what is the relation between longest side and greatest angle of a triangle. Greatest angle of any triangle. It was a question asked with me, what is the relation between longest side and the greatest angle of a triangle? Suppose we have a triangle here. I have given that example also. This is the greatest angle, that is called obtuse, and this is the longest side, right? So there is only one relation, that is what? The greatest side, the angle opposite to the greatest side will be the maximum among these three angles, right? This was a one question. Another question was that if we have a right angle triangle, suppose A, B and C, right? So what will be the complementary angle? The question was that if a right angle triangle, then what about angle A plus angle C? That means whether they will be complement or not. It was asked with me, right? That whether they will be complement or not. So as per of the definition of complementary angles, if the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then they are called complementary angles. So angle A plus angle C, that is 90 degree. So they are complementary angles. Okay. I'm just telling those questions what I have reminded till now. Maybe some question I have forgotten because there is a lot of gap. Now another question was related to the polynomials. So she asked me one very important question, that what is the relation between degree and zeros of a polynomial? What is the relation between degree and zeros of a polynomial? So basically there is no such relation, but yes, the number of degrees is equal to number of zeros, right? That means any polynomial has so much number of zeros, depends upon the number of degree. And yes, she asked again, how can we define the term degree? So I have given her an example about the degree, that the maximum exponent or the maximum power of variable in the given algebraic expression. Like an example, x power 5 plus 6x cube minus 2x. So here the maximum power is 5, so this will be the degree. And yes, if the degree is 5, that means this particular expression will have how many zeros? There will be 5 zeros. That means there will be 5 solutions of that particular 5 value of x for which this will be satisfied. This was a question related to the polynomial. Again, a question that was, if x square plus y square is equal to, I think it was 60, and xy is equal to 31. Sorry, it is 30 and it is 61. Then x minus y will be. It was a question asked with me that if x square plus y square is equal to 61 and xy is equal to 30, then what will be the value of x minus y? So you will solve the algebraic expression that x minus y square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy. It will give 61 minus 2 into 30. That will be 61 minus 60. It will be 1. Now the thing that you have to keep in mind that x minus y square is equal to 1. So x minus y will be plus minus 1. This is a very important trick. You have to learn this one. Maximum cases what the candidate do, they just told about 1. But now since there is a square, so it will be plus minus 1, right? These thing you have to keep in mind. So about, I think, maximum questions has been done here. Okay, such kind of question has been asked me. Okay, now about the mensuration, I think there was a question related to the mensuration. Suppose yes, no. Okay, there was a question about rhombus. Yes, it was a question about parallelogram. First of all, they asked me about parallelogram. What are the conditions of a parallelogram? I have told them that two sides, opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. In that case, that will be considered as a parallelogram. Another question was about trapezium. Trapezium, yes, it was asked about me. Then I have told them that in trapezium, only one pair of sides will be parallel to each other and they are not going to be equal. So, such kind of questions has been asked with me in the interview session. And yes, by, your wishes, I have done all the questions correctly. Now, these kind of basic question will be asked, so need not to worry about that, what kind of questions will be there. But the thing is that is really important in the whole interview session, that you all have to explain these solutions, these answers in such a way that you are teaching an student in front of you should not consider that you are giving the interview to the HR. Basically, you have to consider that the student is sitting in front of you and you are teaching him or her, right? By considering that the person that is sitting, that is viewing you, do not have any idea about these topics. So whatever the question has been asked, just go through step by step and explain, right? Please keep in mind this one. It is very important thing, and I wish you all will be selected. If you are your approach is like this, that you are getting one by one step by step, you are discussing to every question, then yes, you are going to be 100% selected in that. Okay, so this was all about my experience of interview. Now in the next session we will discuss about the offer letter, how we will get the offer letters, and what are the training modules, and how we have started my training, right? Everything we will discuss about this. So wish you all the best. If you are applying for such kind of post at Byjus, yes. And yes, one thing more, I have joined Byjus at 11th of March and today is 17th of March. About 6 days is being done. In the duration of these 6 months, literally I am very happy because of the team was so supportive, right? And everyone is so supportive, either they are HR or my reporting manager or my mentor. Everyone are having vast knowledge, experience, and literally I am really enjoying this platform. I wish you will be as soon as possible. You will, if you apply and you are going for this kind of thing, this video might be helpful for you. Thank you and wish you all in advance happy Holi, because tomorrow is Holi, religious festival of ours. So I wish you all along with your family members a happy and colorful Holi. Good night.